Okay, so there was this one time in elementary. I don't remember how old I was or what grade I was, but I was in music class. And that day we were learning something that I couldn't really grasp well, and I was having a hard time being patient with myself and trying to push through and do the things and get through class and whatnot. And it didn't help that at the time that the friends that I had weren't really friends per se. And in that moment, I was frustrated. I was getting emotional. I started crying, and I was upset. And I stopped what I was doing. I didn't want to be there anymore. I was mad. I was mad at myself. I couldn't get it. I was mad at people around me and how I was left behind. And so I just sat there. I didn't throw a fit. I didn't go yell at somebody. I just sat there. I sat there and I just had my hands like this. I was in a ball, and I started tearing up. And the teacher that was in that room at the time, that was a music teacher, he came to me, he came down and put his hand on my shoulder. He was like, if you need to, you can go ahead and take a minute to go and take a breather. And he ended up walking away and went to go and deal with the other students in that class at the time. And once he left, I got up and I was frustrated, so I was just like, I was walking or whatever, right? And I walked myself to underneath this piano that was in the room. So there was a piano, and you just see this little 5 or 6 year old just crunched up in a ball crying because she's frustrated with the class or whatever. And I sat there for a pretty good while of the class period. I didn't really want to be in the class anymore, and I was just there. And once I was ready, I got back up, and everyone else was doing their own things. I didn't really want to interact with people, so I got up. And I went to go sit back down, and I went to go and try and be better and try and be patient with her or whatever. But the reason why I tell you this story is not because it was unimportant, but I tell you it because the thing that I learned from that teacher was that I want to be like him when I get older. Because I want to be a teacher when I get older, and I want to work with children that don't have a hard time being patient with themselves, so that they can know that there's someone that's willing to be patient with them. Mm-hmm. And so that's the relevantness that this story has.
Mm-hmm.